Hello, this is Dr. Patrick Hoop from Moffitt Cancer Center. So pleased today to have Dr. John Cleveland, Director of our Cancer Center at Moffitt, as a guest today. Welcome, John.
Thank you, Patrick. It's great to be here.
So, Dr. Cleveland, you recently renewed the National Cancer Institute Comprehensive Cancer Center grant for Moffitt Cancer Center. Tell us about that. What does the National Cancer Institute designation mean?
It means really that you are doing everything from A to Z in terms of patient care. You are doing research that makes discoveries that changes our understanding of cancer. You are driving that research into the clinic in first-in-kind clinical trials that then become the standard of care. It is also to reach out to the community and make a difference for our community members. So we have 15 counties that we currently serve, and we're expanding that to 25 to serve half of the population of the state of Florida. And so we're excited to take our science, and take our clinical trials, and take them to the neighborhoods for the residents of the state of Florida. It's also another part of the mission is education. So this is really key as well. We want to educate the next generation of scientists, the next generation of clinicians, nurses, every component of the biomedical workforce. This is part of our charge, is to really reach out and make a difference and make sure that as we expand our footprint across the state of Florida and our impact across the nation and the globe, that we're actually training the individuals that we need to carry on that mission of Moffitt, which is to prevent and cure cancer.
Yeah. Why is it important for a patient to seek care at a comprehensive cancer center?
Comprehensive cancer centers provide access to clinical trials that are going to be often life-saving. So when patients come to Moffitt, Moffitt is considered a tertiary cancer center. Usually they've seen their oncologist and they've failed in their initial therapy, or they just didn't respond to their initial therapy, so the patients get referred here. Clinical trials represent an opportunity for patients to take state-of-the-art new therapies that are coming out of our work and out of other cancer centers to be put on trials that could save their life. And as you are a physician scientist, Dr. Hu, you well know that patients now are walking around that got on clinical trials that you were part of, who otherwise would not be walking around on this earth.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. It allows patients to get cutting-edge care now instead of years later when they're FDA approved. And I do have a good number of patients that are only alive because years ago we put them on a cutting-edge clinical trial. So absolutely, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Tell us about how we're getting out there into the communities, because there's disparate care across the country, and we have to get into the communities to make sure they're getting cutting-edge prevention and treatments for cancer. How are you doing that?
So we have a special office at the Institute called the Community Outreach, Engagement, and Equity Office. It's led by Dr. Susan Betta-Parampil, and it's her job is to get our research and our care and access to clinical care out into the community. With our Associate Center Director of Clinical Science, Dr. Eric Haura, Susan has created a new director position that's going to seek out underrepresented minorities in our community to get them on clinical trials here. So that's an active effort that's just going out.
Wonderful. Now, one of our other major goals is to educate the next generation of cancer researchers and health practitioners. So what are we doing in the Cancer Center to help educate that next generation?
Yes, we have a very, very strong cancer biology PhD program with the University of South Florida. It's been going since 2002. It's one of the preeminent cancer biology PhD programs in the nation that include integrated mathematical oncology, chemical biology, applied immunotherapy, and cancer biology. So these are options that are very attractive to students coming in to get their PhD studies. We need to train our next generation of scientists, staff, nurses, APPs, physicians, researchers that can help address the need that we have here in Florida, which is dire.
Congratulations again on renewing this Comprehensive Cancer Center grant. I hear that we got the best score ever in the history of Moffitt Cancer Center.
Yeah, I was really, really pleased with the team during the year of the pandemic, that we all buckled down. We came up with our best application ever. It got the highest ranking that we've ever received. And so I'm very, very proud of the team. We have 192 members, faculty who are members of the Cancer Center, including yourself. And so our goal is to contribute to the prevention and cure of cancer. And it came across in our highest ranking ever.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Cleveland.
Thank you, Dr. Hu.